Good to be here. Yeah. So we have a very special show tonight. So we celebrate Light of Day. First started the Europe Light of Day in Italy 10 years ago. So this is a special celebration of these shows. Joining us tonight, so I don't mess up his name again, which I will. Davide der You met Rob Dye earlier tonight. Rob will be playing with us. An Asbury Park legend, a member of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Vini Lopez. A fantastic singer and songwriter, and he blows a mean horn as well, Mr. J. Clemons. And another Asbury Park legend, he's played with Diana Ross. He's played with Dave Edmonds, Little Steven's Disciples of Soul, Robert Cray, Mink DeVille, Jesus Cristo. No, sorry. It's not even playing Southside John and the Asbury Jukes, and a member of the East Street Halls, Mr. Manion. So Eddie's going to start us off tonight.
All right, how you all doing? On a serious note here, I have a new CD. It's called Nightlife. It's all instrumental, all saxophone. You have to like saxophone. And anyway, I have a song on the record. It's called "The Change Is Gonna Come," and it's written by the great Sam Cooke in the early '60s. It was probably one of the greatest civil rights anthems of the '60s that made a lot of things change racially in the United States and the world. And there's another song on my record called "Amazing Grace." Now, why did I put "Amazing Grace" on my record? Why did I put "Amazing Grace" on my record? I am not over religious. I'm just an old-fashioned Roman Catholic. Goes to church once in a while, and nothing special. And I believe in God, and I believe in God's grace. But I don't talk about it too much anyway. But there was something that happened in the United States in this past year while I was recording my record. There was these horrific shootings at the Manion Methodist Episcopal Church in Charleston, South Carolina in June of this past year, and it deeply affected me and probably everybody in the world. It was a horrible, 9 innocent people were killed by a lone wolf gunman who racially was motivated to kill people for no reason, simply for the reason that they were black and that they went to church. I can't think of any reason, anything worse than that. And this church had very special significance in the South. It was called the Mother Church. It was associated with everything that had to do with rebelling against slavery and the atrocities of discrimination throughout the South and the world. So that's why I put Amazing Grace. I put Amazing Grace because the response of the victims' families to this gunman, I couldn't believe what they were saying, and I couldn't believe how they were forgiving. They're actually forgiving this man for killing their family members, and it's the way they were brought up, and it's the way they were taught how to, that's how they're taught. And I respect that, and that's why I put that on my record. So I would like, it seems like since I put it on the record, the song has so much significance in everything that happens. I mean, everything that happens in the world is just pretty awful. And just recently, we were warned not to come to Europe by the State Department because of the terrorist bombings in Paris, but nothing could stop us from coming here and raising money for Parkinson's disease. This is a special thing, and every show, we have started our show by me playing Amazing Grace in respect to the over 100 terrorist victims that were killed in Paris. So if you would still join me and stand in a moment of silence for the victims of the Paris attacks, and also for the 9 people I mentioned in Charleston, South Carolina. Thank you. Would you help me on this, Jake? introduce my friend, good brother, Big Money.